Thank you for tuning in with Enchantress. That's me, the Babbler. That's me on this revolutionary rise of an Empire at this time. Thank you for tuning in with me, guys. I totally appreciate it. I've been getting tongue-tied in all my latest videos. I'm not gonna even, I don't restart anyway, so, whatever. It is what it is. Tongue-tied. Alright, so, I am actually continuing with the momentum. This is the final element of the 3D, 4D, 5D read that I was doing for the fire, air, water, and now earth signs. So this is earth videos, and I actually had 2 people ask me about the earth video, you see, and so I'm like, you was watching these? Thank you. And so, earth, thank you for your patience. That's Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn placements. Okay, so this is your sun, moon, rising, Venus, Jupiter, North Node, signs. You know, it's nice to know the dominating elements that exist in your birth chart. And earth, you are in tarot, the pentacles, the earthly tangible thing that many seek to receive, have abundantly. That's Shiva. Okay, so they always say the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the tarot, so thank you for your patience, for you understand. So that's why I found it interesting that, you know, that it was an earth element that asked. Like, I have earth in my chart too, but even my Venus is in Capricorn, you know, so here we are. So I just wanted to say thank you so for everyone that has been just even showing love and support, and, you know, and all the new subscribers, old subscribers, every subscriber. You know, the more that we connect, the more that this can be vibrationally a good effect for you and whatever it is that you need to receive for you. You know, these things that we do, synchronicity and, you know, alignment, and where we find ourselves for whatever reason that we find ourselves, wherever we are on, for whatever reason. This channeling in this page is, you know, healing in every kind of way, whether you accept it that way or not. So either way, now we're gonna go on to your, oh well, let me explain what this is all about. So it's more than 3 cards, but I'm gonna start off with the 3 cards. So it's 3D, 4D, 5D, right? So I'm gonna use the Morgan Greer, I think that's the name of it, Morgan Greer Tarot, for those 3D, 4D, 5D, just to let me know what's going on in your, and this is a collective read, a general read. So don't get upset, you know what I mean. If something doesn't resonate with you, you see, take it as entertainment and just alignment and just synchronicity, and just take it as a healing vibe, because when you come to this channel, that is what you receive at this time. Healing vibes. You know what I mean? And if you're not into babbling, then find some other channeling. You know what I mean? That works for you. And that's all I have to say to you. So, but babbling is what I do. It's part of the therapy too. To have to sit there, you know, like, what more? Like, even just my daughter, like, you know, like, when discipline or, like, you know, takes effect, and it takes a moment for me to be that mom that is going to express from a aligned and loving state. I'm sorry for Shiva. Shiva. Okay, what was I saying? That always happens on this page. Yeah, it's just the way that's gonna be. Shiva, what's going on? I'm recording. Okay, thank you. Either way, what was I saying? I don't even know. Let's get into this earth placement. So we got 3D, 4D, 5D. I'm going to use the Morgan Greer Tarot that is going to reveal what is going on for you. This is a general reading too. That's what I'm saying towards Virgo, Capricorn energy placements, the sun, moon, whatever. I said all of that already too. But, you know, check all the other elements that are dominant in your chart too, to compile your whole entire message. You know what I mean? Like how I was saying, like, you know, Capricorn is my Venus and stuff, so this, you know, in my love sector can apply. Like if I want to listen to the messages that align, I can take some pieces and pieces, but also Virgo is in my chart too. But, you know, anyways, you take what it, okay, or Virgo, and then it's a Taurus, right? No, wait, I don't think I have a Taurus in the chart. But either way, what can I say? So you take, you know, the dominating elements that are in your chart, and you listen to the message, and you put them all together in part, and you just take what resonates with you and what does not. Let it go. It's not yours. You know, it's general. And if you want a private, personal reading with me, then you know what you can do. You can contact me, enchantressthebabbler.com, and see what works best for you, and you will see all the things to do. Check out the shop. Check out all my services and plans as well. So right, so we have the 3D, what's going on with you right now in the 3D plane, that's earth, you see, and then 4D, astral plane, what's going on that's hidden from you, or maybe some, you know, other kind of thing is just bringing into light of something that you need to see that maybe was hidden from sight, you see, astrally. Alright, and then you got 5D, highest self, and just highest octave of space of connectivity that surpasses the 3D, 4D transcript you see, and just what kind of advice and wisdom is offered and infusing with whatever is happening in the 3D, 4D, 5D that is needing to be, you know, interconnected in some kind of way. And then I was starting off with the soul truth cards prior to those 3D, 4D, 5D elements, and then pulling a spirit animal card for you too, and putting it all together, because that's kind of like what we do. So 732, if people are not into the babbling, then your earth sign 732. I am going to start now with your soul truth. This is Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn dominant placements. What soul truth do we have for you, beautiful, sexy, aligned, prosperous, abundant earth signs at this time? Even I'm just hearing something about self-love too. I'm sending a hug to you. You know, just being easier on you. There's many earth elements too. Let go. I hear. Let go. Let go. Clarity is here. Let go. Like, and then clarity is here. And then I'm looking at this crystal here. Crystal clear. Like, something's becoming crystal clear. Something is becoming crystal clear. Oh. What soul truth do we have for us at this moment in time that is going to be the seed of enlightenment that is needed for their ultimate refinement, because they're on their path of alignment too? Like, that's soul truth. Like, see, okay, just because this has to be said, dark mirror, remember, there's a lot of energies that channel in, and so there's some other elements of earth that might be checking in for other reasons that have nothing to do with alignment, and just checking in on the storyteller or whatever, you know, maybe like that brings them here, you see, and they might be an earth element indeed, but different kind of seed. You can listen to, because this is like a healing channel. ling anyway, so take with it as you may, but it's just I have to filter out some other energies that are trying to come into play. Like, freaking go away. Or align, evolve, healing somehow. Everybody's free to do whatever it is that they want to do. But that doesn't mean that we have to be weakened by the overrule of the way that this world wants to operate and be on, because you can powerhouse your own core. And not everything, even if you go and you want to publicize and you want to go and you want to like be part of the limelight in some kind of way, you have every right to do whatever it is that you want to do, and there's going to always be others that want to come and attack you and, you know, or control you or whatever. There's some kind of like uproot of a rule that you have to comply to, conform to, or something. I don't know where this is coming from, but it is. Everybody has their own path, their own placement. As long as you don't manipulate the system, you have nothing to pay for. Some have walked through other doors. What messages do we have for earth placements that are in their abundance, alignment, refinement, healing vibrations, love vibrations, gifted sensations? Here, serving the greater collective by serving themselves too, and doing what is right too, because that is what we're going to evolve our earth. Am I consistently? One of the other elements got this too. Am I consistently showing up? I can't remember which one. But either way, hopefully you watch all my videos. Then maybe that element too is dominant in your chart too. So I would definitely go check that out, because one of my other elements got this card. Some trade their dreams for comfort, yet comfort is the enemy of progress. Success requires showing up every single day, even when you don't feel like it, and even when it feels uncomfortable. It takes guts and an endless vision to stay consistent to your dream. Today's soul action. Journal where you can be more consistent in your life in alignment with your soulful goals, then show up. You know what I'm saying? Am I consistently showing up for myself in every kind of way? Loving yourself in that kind of way to honor what it is that what your soul gotta say. Maybe it's taking a different way. Maybe it's asking you to show up in a place, in a space that is foreign to you, because you're so used to this because you know how we earth signs, or the earth element of just getting into that kind of development, and how consistency is key to so many things, of the buildup of whatever it is that they bring into tangible reality, and the dedication and the willpower that they have to make sure that that gets created, and showing up for all of that, and everything else taking a back seat. That now it's like wholesome vibrations. Here we are, we meet, we speak. Am I showing up for all of myself now, whole of myself, like whatever part that may be? So whatever you have focused on in your up until this now point now, right? It's like the other side of town is calling now, and it's just like, hello, am I consistently showing up? Okay. I guess I kicked out the other energy that I was picking up on that wasn't so like great, good, goodbye. Because I like my earth energy goddess god like vibes, like, you know, to get it tainted by some other stuff. So I'm glad, right, that got dismissed. You know, there, like, whatever. I saw 1515, which is 66, which is 12, which is 369. Okay, you know me. Am I consistently showing up? Alright, so now we're going to take the Morgan Greer. Alright. And let us see what messages do we have for our Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. The world. The world. The world. Am I consistently showing up in the world? In the world. The world. 21. 3. My body, heart, and soul. What is your dream? Have you achieved this? Maybe some of you have achieved what you thought was your dream. Ah, yeah. Ooh. He's got the whole world in his hands. 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 What's next? What? There's something else. It's foreign and new. That's the evolution of you. Maybe it's out of this world too, but it's pressing on you. You can feel it too. Are you showing up? Or are you so comfortable already that that's it? Alright. Okay. What can I say? I didn't even shuffle away, but I just cracked it open, you see. That cycle to that self-imprisonment, misery. Maybe that's what's happening in the 4D, because I don't even feel like shuffling. I feel like keeping this, you see. I just cracked it open in the middle. What's in the core 4D layer? Tell me something more. What's happening in the astral realm that got you putting to death? Maybe, because I said, question, what's hidden from you that might be going on too in the 4D? You know what I mean? Because I wrote it down, and so I know that that's what it says. What dreams, world, astral plane, what's hidden from you from the 4D that maybe you can't see, that is contributing to this 3D dynamic that Spirit's asking you, are you showing up, or? And you're just over here like, because now we got this retrograde that's bringing up everything in every kind of way, because I got you thinking today, and you're just like, I don't see nothing. You're not supposed to see. You're supposed to feel. I don't see nothing. You're not supposed to see nothing. You're supposed to feel. I don't see nothing. You're not supposed to see nothing. You're supposed to feel. But I'm scared. Let's transmute that. Let's get to the root of that. And if you don't want to, the planets are gonna help you. And they're gonna energize for you. This purge of a surge of an urge. Because it's gonna touch everything you refuse to feel. Real deal, holy field. So, behind the scenes, when you go to dream, there's things happening for you that are assisting in this death cycle. And we just had a scorpionic full moon. That's in Western astrology, right? You know, I go off Vedic and Western and whatever, and I just apply it all take it where it resonates. And you know, you see this whole big whole. I don't get caught up in the dynamics of what is what and who is who. I just go with what resonates too, and it's just like, people speak true. All right, two. And now we got a Gemini full moon thing coming or something, like whatever, full moon, new moon, one of them, right? In Western astrology. Right. Transitions of a lot of things. Scorpionic energy still piercing this galaxy. Trust me when I say this things. I feel things deep. Yes, I do. And you know, we know the Eight of Swords too. Self-imposed. For if she removed the blindfold, you see. And even see that not even tied up, you see. This is light bondage. You can get out of this. Right? That's all in the mind. It's perceptions from another life that don't apply at this time. So don't use it this time. And don't apply it this time. That's why it feels the way it does. I gotta hurry. Okay. Sorry, I'm just looking at the time. So, you put it in the work in that 4D realm of consciousness, you see. Start writing down your dreams, you know what I mean? There's a lot of things for you to dive into to see best that are happening in this 4D realm for you too. Look as rest as something bountiful for you. You need it to rest. Rest. That's right. Ooh. So here we are. 5D advice. Knight of Rods. Taking off in the night. Passionate is the flight. Where you going at night? What you feeling this time? When you get through this blind of a bind of a death cycle, transition, healing process, for you to understand your passions at best. What did the page tell you about something, about whatever passion you have brewing in you that is asking you to show up? What the fudge? Show up for yourself. That self-love. That self-love to acknowledge what you want to show up for, because it matters. You matter. What you feel matters. What you think matters. How you want to show up in the world. Maybe there's this image. Maybe there's this complacency, like, or just like work, like, and then you just want to say maybe it's laziness in some kind of way, like that. Whatever these 8 swords are, because that's all mental. That's in the mental plane, right? This is not tangible. This is in your mind. This is all in your mind. Self-imposed prison, imprisonment. Even if these things have been real. Oh, society. Oh, my conditioning. Oh, my history. Oh, my rules, my contracts, you see. Oh, this and this. You know, all these excuses, all these rules, all these things. Like, this stage of the 8 is almost at completion. So you've already been dealt every sword. So the moment of truth is, am I the sword, or am I beyond that? Like, more than that? Like, do I grab my sword, pick up, and that's what's up, and charge? Because I know, and I see with such clarity, and I silence these things, and put to death, like, the cycle. Because with death there's a rebirth, and then look, passion reborn, the night taking off to go complete this, even the spiritual passionate, like, alignment you see, like, it's passionate. And still, because, you know, the night of rods is the night that might not be the most reliable night, might come and take off in the night. Like, if you were to look at it in a relationship kind of setting, you'd be like, I'm not sure I want this night to show up, because he might show up, wham bam, think you mad, and then take off into the night because it was too much, or like just too immature, or just still not opening that kind of door. Because look at his armor still covers his heart, you see, but yet he's the knight of rods, passionate as he, and still, like, you know, that's how you have to be for you, you see, in anything and everything, whatever it is that you're building and you're doing. And like, I just want to see, yeah. So look, in this, the Morgan Greer, it says, a young man traveling a path predominated by his belief in the unknown, possible change in residence. Okay, so you're trying, alright, so like, we're looking at it this, but 5D message from your highest of selves is just like, change of residence, change of placement, change of stance, change of, like, reality, change of the world that you know it to be of right now. Because the next step that's being felt by you, that is asking to come into the new, is showing up for you in this new kind of way that it's foreign in some kind of way. Like, this is a new something new. Like, so, like, for instance, like, if you're embarking on a new business and this is something you have never done before, and it's daunting, you know, all the tasks and all the competition all around, discouraging, you know, all the things that can keep you down, binded by, you know, the past, experiences from the past that might cause you to doubt, or like, you know, whatever. Or let's say you've accomplished all this worldly success, or, you know, like, or opposite, you want it, you know, it's now showing up for yourself in that process of doing it. So now let's say you've achieved all of this, and now your worldview is changing, because now you've gotten to one side of the grass and now you're looking over on the other, and you're like, whoa, I would like to complete this wholeness kind of thing. So like, let's say, you know, you're in that, you've got the career, you're like that 9 of Pentacles energy, like you have everything single, sexy, confident, like, you know, you're ready for something new, love, open, like, oh, we're exploring that kind of new. But you're here, stuck here too, the old paradigm shift that needs to, you know, let go. I read something, like a quote that said the other day, that it said, you can't meet your soulmate, you can't make room for your soulmate by still playing with your playmate. You know, that kind of thing. Like, you know, so it's like the death of whatever bind or whatever illusion or thought processes, or, you know, illusions of whatever has been fed for whatever reason. Like, make it dead, like, bring it death. Like, this death that happens here because you need to show up for yourself, my dear, because it's about you. It's not about anybody else. Funk what anybody got to say, how you feel, what you want, who you want. Something like that, right? So, passionate. Right? I don't know, reliable. So, it's still, you have to, you know, go beyond that and show up. Don't be flaky, flighty, and unsure, like, but passionate, yes. Fiery, yeah. Honest, sure, yeah, I would hope so. Explore, yes, right. What a spirit animal wisdom do we have for our earth sign source? Virgo, Capricorn, that will contribute to this message that I hope resonates with you, mind, body, heart, and soul. Either way, take these healing vibrations because they are mind, body, heart, and soul, infusing within you wholeness vibrations. Oh, yes. That's how I begin. So, what spirit animal message do we have for the earth signs? Because I'm already over 30 minutes, and you guys are, I guess, the longest elemental video. So, there go for your patience. I love you guys. Ooh, there we go. That is the one we're going to take. The honeybees. Let compassion and forgiveness be your top priority in this situation. Forgive yourself too. Let compassion and forgiveness be your top priority in this situation. Yes. Honoring yourself, showing. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Sorry, that was music on YouTube, and I hit something, and it went somewhere else, and now it's playing commercials. So I'm going to read this from the book, and then we're going to let it be, and then that's going to be it, and I hope that you like it. Make sure to like, comment, share, my friends. And, oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. So, anyways, no more music now. We're going to end this with that spirit animal wisdom. Spirit animal honeybee for you. Royalty for you. Yes. Yes, regal. Wear your crown. Yes, diva-like. Alright. Queen of Pentacles. Okay. King of Pentacles. Let compassion and forgiveness be your top priority in this situation. Even in regards to this, stop being hard on yourself about any of this. Like you're hard on yourself about stuff. Like you don't feel like you're doing enough, or like you're being hard on yourself. Nice to yourself. Like be nice to yourself. I was gonna say be nice to you. What's wrong with you? Like that's just like counterproductive. And helping. Be nice to you. Affirmations are cool. If you need assistance with that too, enchantressthebabler.com. That would be and I will assist in that process too. Honeybee. Okay? To reap all the sweetness that life has to offer, focus on compassion and forgiveness. Compassion means that you have heartfelt empathy for the suffering and misfortune of others, yet remain somewhat detached so that you don't take on their sorrow and distress as your own. Forgiveness requires that you first acknowledge and accept responsibility for your own judgments, rather than pretending they don't exist or professing to always sustain a non-judgmental attitude. Stop it. Stop it. Alright? The next step is to release those judgments. To do so, think of someone, past or present, with whom you have judgments or criticisms. Trust that the first person that comes to mind is the appropriate one to start with. Consider 2 or 3 specific criticisms that you have about this individual. Preferably, I thought I lost it. Okay, sorry. Preferably captured with one word, such as selfish or cold. Find a quiet place, go inside yourself, and look for that part of you that's exactly like what you're judging in the other person. Think about that too, just about being hurt in our heart center too, or not wanting to feel vulnerable in some kind of way, because, you know, that leaves us defenseless in some kind of way to show our heart in that kind of way. It's like, whoa, 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 what you saying? No. Queen of Swords. You know what I mean? So it's just about, you know, finding the root of that thing to show up for yourself in a loving way so that you can have it all. But it's up to you. Go find a quiet place, go inside yourself, and look for that part of you that's exactly what, like, you're judging in other people, or the things that keep you back the things that keep you binded, okay? It may be a very prominent part of yourself, or a rather small aspect. You may identify it by recalling times when you've behaved in ways that resemble what you're criticizing, or maybe have been criticized for, like, you know, in some other kind of way. We opened that door. Once you discover that part of you, simply say to it, I love you and forgive you. And maybe you have some regret too about maybe not doing stuff like in the way that you feel that you should be doing, that hardening of ourselves, like, oh, I should have, this, that, it's too late, like, you know, or this kind of stuff, all these kind of mental debates, like all this kind of binding in some kind of way, mental state. That's not showing up for yourself in any kind of way. That's not loving, that's not compassionate, that's not kind, and you're killing the vibe, and you're not giving yourself the opportunity to shine in that kind of light, to be passionate and bright and foolish you might be. But you know what? At least you got the armor on, you know what I mean? Charge, take off, you know what I'm saying? Like, but be passionate in every that kind of way, because it's satisfying. Like, at least it's better than this space. Like, choose your space, you know? For yourself. Show up for yourself. If necessary, repeat this 2 or 3 times and notice any emotions that come up in the coming days. Be aware of any feelings that arise that may be associated with this kind of experience. Practice this at least once daily for the next few days and watch what happens. Productivity, community, cooperation, sweetness, love, compassion, forgiveness. Like, you know, maybe you want certain kind of things that maybe you denied yourself from before, but you know what? Open the door. Am I consistently showing up for myself? Ask yourself. Anywho, love you. Thank you. Make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe. Tune in to me, guys. I love you. I will be recording my videos too. Also, enchantresslybabbler.com. Or my blog, my baby enchantingbabble.blogspot.com too. And you can follow me on Instagram at enchantress, ENCHANTRESS. The one and only. That is I. And also, all of this information should be eventually in the description box below. And if not, go to a previous video which will give you all that information too. Because that's how we do. Common sense too. I love you. Okay, bye bye.